tuning in to Garden Creek Co. Just wanted to show a quick video on how I am blending my fragrance oils in the process as far as the percentages, because a lot of people show you, oh, you put, you know, fragrance swabs or cotton balls or even Q-tips into a jar and go from there as far as doing it. But the next step is the percentage of which fragrance or each fragrance that you blend. Say you do 2, you will want to have a 50% ratio, all depending on how, and it all depends on what you want or the amount of each fragrance that you want. And it all depends. He gonna let y'all know. But to make a long story short, it all depends on you know, how much of each fragrance that you want. And so when I have a fragrance blend in mind, I have my strips. I didn't get any that had any red on there or lines already, but I placed these lines on here myself. I do just about 2 centimeters. So the first one is 1 centimeter, the second is 2. And I dip whichever one that gives me an idea of if I'm gonna do, oh, just a dab of something, or I want the full blown thing. And then that gives me an idea as far as the percentage of each fragrance that I want. Let's go on to the next step. All right, so here, this is the jar I'll end up using to put what I'm gonna put in there today, just with a twist top. These are the different fragrances. I did end up getting more that I'll do a smell test or whatnot, basically let you know what they smell like, but they just got opened from Candle Science, and then Aztec, which is candlemaking.com. And so basically here I wanted to try out, I have a coconut and then a tea and cucumber, and both of these are from Aztec, but this is what I had in mind when I smelled it. So we're gonna do coconut and tea and cucumber, which is also, okay, tea and cucumber. Both of those are from Aztec. And so what we're gonna do, take 2 of the perfume strips. You can use cotton balls, you can use Q-tips, whichever one you want to do. This helps me get my ratio. In my opinion, I think 50-50 is gonna work well with both of them. I don't want one to drown out the other. And so we're gonna test that out. And so I write the name. So let's get a pen, write the name on there. Open up the jar, just alcohol. We're gonna spray the jar. Get a napkin. And that's just to clean it out. So when you get it good and clean, you know, you want it dry, you don't want any alcohol left in there. What I'm gonna do is dip it in here so you see it. We're gonna dip. Okay, and now I'm not sure if you can see, but it's to that line. It smells so good. And we just drop it in there. Okay, and then we'll do the same for the tea and cucumber. And here I'm just dropping any excess. And then the same there. They both smell so good. What they say is you want to wait 5 to 10 minutes so that all of the smells can mingle. And so I just bent it down and then put the top on and twist it. And so here it is in the bottle. And with this simple thing I'm doing with the lines is gonna be 50%. So we're gonna come back and we'll let you know. Oh, you're trying to get all my stuff. All right, so we are back. It's been about 5 minutes. So it doesn't take long. 5 minutes is good enough. 10 minutes, you know, you'll know for sure exactly how it blends. But 5 minutes does it. And so we're gonna open it up and smell it and see what we got. So hold on 1 second. Okay, so let's see what it did. Oh, I love that. That coconut gave it a little bit more sweetness. It's a clean scent. And so I love the tea and cucumber and the coconut. And then just the benefits from all three with the tea, the cucumber, and then basically you can add that in the descriptions, which is what I'm going to do. But that smells so good. This is a winner, and from doing it here, I'm not sure if you would be able to see it, but the fragrance did run up here or whatnot, but I dipped it at that line. So as you see, this one is kind of, but here is where I dipped them. And so that gave me a 50% ratio. So 50% for both of them. If I would have wanted just a touch of something, so I'm gonna document and I'm gonna say on here, coconut and tea cucumber 50% by 50%, it works, it's great. And so I'm gonna put my check mark that it works at the 50-50 percentage. But say, hey, one is drowning out the other, I would tone it back. So say I wanted to tone back my coconut. Then I would make that percentage, because I did it in 50-50, the same exact amount. I would then say, well, I'm gonna do 75 and 25%. Go from there. You wanna keep it even so that you can calculate correctly exactly how much you are going to put in each candle. Then from your calculations of 10% or 8%, 9%, 12% fragrance load, then you would put those numbers into your calculation to come up with how much in ounces you would end up needing. And I can do another video on how to get that if you would want me to, but this is just going over how you get your percentages per fragrance in your fragrance blend. And so I'm hoping that this helped someone, because I mean, I've been looking for videos and I haven't found any. And so these lines definitely help me to come up with the percentages of each fragrance that I'm gonna need. A lot of times they do say when you know, are starting out like myself, that you want to start with like 8 fragrances, but as you saw, I have plenty. I have well over 40 different fragrances, and the reason why is because I'm not using just the fragrance and putting it in my candles. I'm actually blending. And so while they recommend that, that's good for someone who is basically starting out and not doing any fragrance blends. But if you're doing fragrance blends, different things like the coconut or the almond or leather or clove or even oud wood or owlwood, whichever one they say. But those, you're not gonna have a fragrance by itself, not necessarily. They're added into things. And so for me to have my own fragrance blends and smells for my candles, for them to be original scents, I had to get more than just 8. I couldn't do 8 because it wouldn't benefit me when I'm trying to do personal, unique blends for my candle line. And so yeah, other than that, I hope that this video helped. If you want to see more like this, just let me know in the comments below so that I can make more. So thank you so much for tuning in to Garden Creek Co. Hoping to bring more products to you guys, and even share some of the recipes. And so just like with this blend, I'm gonna do 50-50, and I'm gonna put that into my calculations as far as finding out how much in ounces does that look like when I put my fragrance load of 10% in my candles. And so when I get that portion of 1 candle, how much, then I will know 2, 10, 20 candles, how much fragrance I need. And then that also lets me know, basically I can buy these 2 and 50-50 mix them in, and then I wouldn't even have to worry about, oh, how much. I could just make that blend and then that be my fragrance for my candles, especially if it's a hit. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Garden Creek Co. Until next time, y'all have a wonderful, beautiful day.